Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to week 8. And this is where things start to get exciting because this week we're going to get into the fight for freedom. We're going to shift from the colonies and we're going to see how they decided that they wanted to be free and independent. But we're also going to see how England, their mother country, really wasn't ready just to let them go just yet. So, with that in mind, this week at a glance, it's all going to be about the American Revolution. And today I'm hoping that I could just give you a brief introduction in case you want to get started. So, with that in mind, the week at a glance, first thing we're going to start with, as we always start with a new unit, is you've got some vocabulary. I'm going to be asking you to go back to Quizlet for people, places, and things of the Revolution. This is essential vocabulary to help you understand the unit. It is the perfect place to start. Now, second thing we're going to do is we're going to do a quick comprehension check with the vocabulary quiz. I'm waiting until we all get on Quizlet and we can see that because when you're on Quizlet, I get to see how well you're doing. And once I can check your progress on Quizlet, then I don't have to give you these silly little quizzes. So keep that in mind as we're moving forward. Largest part of your week is going to be a HyperDoc activity, and I'll explain that in a little bit more detail in just a moment. But that's the Road to Revolution HyperDoc, and we'll get to that this week. But first, a little bit about your vocabulary and the story of liberty. This is a story of the United States gaining their independence and declaring that and winning that independence from their mother country. It's a story of growth, it's a story of struggle, but it's a story of the freedom of the American people. And it starts with the vocabulary. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to need to go to Quizlet and practice the words. 32 terms, the people, the places, the things, really the nouns of the American Revolution. Now you'll notice that on the screen that I'm showing you, I've got a tab that says progress. That allows me to check up on you to see how well you're doing. And in the future, if I could see that everybody's practicing the words, everybody's becoming proficient, then I no longer got to give you these silly quizzes. But for now, you have not yet earned that trust. So you're going to have a quiz. So we start with 8.1, that's the Quizlet, and then we go to 8.2. When you're on Quizlet, take some time, rehearse this stuff, practice the flashcards, play some games. We even had some AI tools that'll help you commit these things to memory and help you find out where you need to practice more and what part that you got down and don't need to practice any longer. So it's a great tool, great way to learn the words, and then I get to put those into the story of the revolution for you. Once you've done that, again, there's 8.2, it's American Revolution, a vocabulary quiz. And I got to say, some of you were pretty brave last time because you went right to the quiz without rehearsing the words. Lucky for y'all, I gave you two chances so you guys were able to redeem yourself by studying the words and then going back. So that's a real quick way for me to just check your progress and make sure you know the words. When I see you on Tuesday, hopefully you had a chance to at least practice the words a little bit because then we'll play a game of Among Us with those vocabulary terms when I see you on Tuesday during our live class. It's been about a month since we played Among Us. This time we'll have some fun with a new set of words and pretty much a longer set of words. So looking forward to that on Tuesday. But then after that, you got 8.3, which is a Road to Revolution HyperDoc activity. This is the first long HyperDoc activity we've done, but this one's pretty cool. It's a blend of text, it's a blend of audio, it's a blend of some pretty cool video recordings. Some bring you back to your childhood with the old Liberty Kids series that you might have saw in elementary school. But either way, that's where we're at. And with the HyperDoc, it starts with this main landing page, the American Revolution. And then you'll notice when you get started that you've got these keys. So if you see something that has a pen or a pencil, I guess that'd be a crayon, if you will, that's cueing you in that there's something that you need to read and then write. If you see headphones, that means you're listening to some music. You might do a Google Street View when we get into Boston. And then you've got double click to play. A lot of cool videos in this one. I think you're gonna like that the most. Now, part one is going to take you into really the causes. Again, as it's called, the Road to Revolution. You'll have really quick things to read. This is really accessible for you. I think it's written at a fifth grade uh, reading level, so you should have okay with it. If you want more information, if you're curious, like the first Battle of Lexington and Concord, these are hyperlinks that you can click on to get more information. Then you'll read a little bit about, well, the most famous dead guy on a dollar bill, George Washington, in the French and Indian War. His involvement might surprise you. He was actually a British soldier at this time, and he was almost killed. A Native American fired his rifle at George Washington from about 5 feet away. Obviously, they missed, but can you imagine how differently history would be written had had the Mohawk Indian been successful in taking George Washington's life? From there, you're going to get into one of the main reasons of the revolution from the French and Indian War, taxes, and the way that the colonists hated taxes. Even though they were paying less tax than the English, they didn't want to be taxed because they weren't getting a voice. They weren't being represented in Parliament. And you get to read about that struggle with the Stamp Act, and then you'll get to a couple cool videos. And you'll see this sign. That means you want to watch this video and then respond to the video here. Sugar Act, same thing. This is a hilarious video. You're going to dig that one on the Sugar Act. So enjoy that one. Then you're going to just read again. You got the read symbol, and then click here to respond. You can complete that quick survey. Here you got a little bit more to read. And again, these blue links, these will give you more information. If you want more info on the fabled Boston Tea Party or the people who disguised as Indians to throw the tea in the harbor, you can read about them. Or the Tea Act, which kind of triggered them. Then you got the Liberty Kids. You're going to dig this cartoon. Take you to the Boston Tea Party. Not exactly true, but close enough that we can learn from it. Then you're going to reflect on that. Couple just reflective questions, asking you to think about perspective of a loyalist, someone who's loyal to Great Britain, and then someone who's for the independence movement. From there, you're going to move on to the people leaving the battle. You're going to have to make some thought bubbles. This is a great example of these call-outs. So when you get to the Boston Tea Party, this is just an example of a combination of what the Minutemen might be talking about after the first battle of the war. And then after the Tea Party, I'm just asking you to do the same thing. And again, you'll have directions on the side on how to do. On the side of the slides, you'll see directions on how to do that. Then you get more of the aftermath, and then you're going to get into the real massacring and the killing. And in part 2, you start to get into the fighting. The organization, the revolts, more Liberty Kids about Paul Revere's ride, and you get into Bunker Hill, and it brings you into the revolution. And then I'll take it from there. In the next couple of weeks, we'll take a look at the rest of this revolution and see how the Americans won their freedom. The last thing you're going to do on this monster hyperdoc is you're going to create a timeline, take these events, and then arrange them in chronological order. This is a great opportunity. Some of you have been asking for some extra credit. If you do make it pop, if you use images, if you use your creativity, and if you want to do a Canvas slide, you can, or right here on this slide using the Google drawing tools. But again, a timeline. Put the events from this previous slide, put these things in chronological order here. But if you add some creative flourishes, I'll throw some extra tokens your direction for that. So my friends, that's this week. Do the vocabulary before I see you on Tuesday so you can participate in Among Us. And then the rest of the week, you've got the Road to Revolution HyperDoc activity. Now you notice the minutes, those are approximate. CVA asks us to design about 2 hours to 2.5 hours of work per week. And this is well under that. It says 60 minutes, but really it's probably about a half hour activity. So with that in mind, this is Gaudet signing off. If you have any questions, you can either send me an email. I'm only an email away, as I always say, or you could ask me after class on Tuesday. All right, everybody, have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you later this week, or depending on when you're watching this, we'll see you on Tuesday at 1:42 in our live class. Bye for now, everybody.